Good morning, everyone. And this morning's live is the 1000th video for the channel. Moggs, good morning. Moggs, it's so appropriate that you're the first person in chat. This is the 1000th video. Roger Blair, everybody's up early this morning. Welcome. Yep. When I started counting everything up of last weekend, I saw that today would be number 1000. So I didn't post any other videos, so that the last live of the year will be the 1000th video. Good morning, Sharon. Well, good afternoon for you. I am so glad to have everybody here this morning. Moggs, I hope you're up because you're feeling really good and got a good night's rest. Well, I hope the background noise lets you go back to sleep and enjoy your day off. I got up, watched a couple of programs, visited a few people's channel this morning, said hello to them, paid the bills, had a pot of coffee. Now I get to relax with you guys. And this is probably the last day that I'll be talking in chat here. I'm going to attempt, key phrase, attempt to go live of a morning on both channels. And this channel will just be nature sounds and typing. And then for people who want to chat and such, I'll have the music channel up and going. And we'll just see where it goes from there. Shirley, give me just a second here. Da-da-bum. And Nightbot will post it. Come on, Nightbot, wake up. There we go. Jeanette, Happy New Year to you. You only have a few hours left. I've got all day left. I wish we could convince Jeanette to sing some. She's a little bit bashful. I know, Jeanette. You, Sharon, the other Sharon, and many others that come to this chat, they are all very, very busy. Jeanette likes to do gardening and yard work and such, and other things on her channel. Hey, Shirley. Oh, you're most welcome. Jeanette, if you want to share your channel, type exclamation ME like I did up there, and Nightbot will post your channel. And this channel is going to stay the same. It's going to be dedicated to nature, very, very family friendly. And hopefully it'll get people interested in going out to some places and being out in nature. And the new channel will just be about music, talking about music. Oh, of course, Jeanette. You get done what you need to. Just enjoy the bird song when they come in. And if the breeze picks up, you'll hear the wind chime. PMC, good morning. I hope you're having a great start to your day. And everybody in chat that wants to, please share what your plans are to bring in the new year. Everybody already knows what I'm doing. PMC is going to finish out the year hard at work. Who are you listening to? CD or just the radio? Oh, yeah. That's it. Stand by your music. Oh, all the better. Oh, my goodness. This place I used to go shoot pool, there was this girl that came in. She was a waitress at a restaurant. So I kind of knew her, had seen her, I should say, at the restaurant, and got to talking. And I don't know, she was probably in her late 20s, early 30s, something like that, pretty young. And she could sing just like Patsy Cline. She had an amazing voice. Yeah, PMC, you probably got more than I do. Don't know why she didn't do something with that voice, but she just didn't. Buddy, if I could sing, I'd be singing all the time. It's like a guy I used to work with. He was really good at art. He could draw, like, I mean, create characters and everything. Super talented, but he never did anything with it. Yeah, that's true. The industry will chew you up if you let it. The lead singer of Badfinger, they had several hits. Good morning, Sean. And you know, they were doing great. They were making a lot of money for the record company, but their contract was written in such a way where they didn't get hardly anything. And the lead singer, which was kind of the leader of the band, he was so distraught. He unalived himself. I think I got one, Roger Miller. Dang me. But I know who you're talking about. When I was a kid, I used to really like to listen to Roger Miller. Ray Stevens, some of the comedy stuff. The possum, yeah. I'm not a huge fan, but I mean, you know, George is so big, everybody knows George. Oh yeah. Uh, I the reason I know the Birds was they was big on AM radio back in the '60s, and once we got a radio, let me tell you, I spent a lot of time listening to it. Yes, very true. I mean, I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head, but he sang "I Fought the Law and the Law Won." Uh, let's just say all the facts don't add up. Nah, what it was a guy by himself that did that. I, his name hopefully will come to me in a minute. I do my best not to use Google unless I absolutely have to, because the more you use it, the more you have to. Bobby Fuller 4, that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him. Uh, and that's right, Nightbot. I appreciate everybody coming in. All of you guys are part of the 1,000th video for this channel. Oh, yeah. I'm not big on reading. It has to really grab my attention fast, or I just put it down. Uh, but I, when Casey Kasem first started doing his top 40, and he would throw in some trivia, uh, I was a big fan of Casey Kasem, and he still, a lot of his programs get re-aired. I'll listen to them again and again. Most of those singers are leaning more toward country. Bobby Fuller was early, early rock. But now this is my opinion, and you know what they say about opinions. I think everyone should give Patsy Cline a listen. Uh, at least a couple of her songs, because she had an amazing voice. And when I was living in another state, uh, I got to go back a little further with this story. There was a program that come on Sunday nights here, and they had a guy on It was the name of the program was Rock Talk. And they had a guy on, R. Gary Patterson, and he was talking about, yes, Walking After Midnight. That's a good one to introduce Patsy Cline to you. Uh, and he was talking about his book, Rock and Roll Myths, Legends, and Curses. And I was just fascinated with it. And that's one of those books I've read cover to cover. And then I was living, as I said, in another state, and he was on Coast to Coast. And I was working third shift. So on the weekends, I tried to stay on the third shift schedule, and I'd listen to Coast every night that I was off work. Well, he was on the show. I called in and told him where I was. They tell you where you're living, the state and town. And he says, "Hey man, give me an email, cause I live real close to you. We'll have lunch or something." And I said, well, sure. Uh, I looked up his info and sent him an email. And I figured that would be the end of it. Nope. He emailed back, and I got to meet him a couple of times. And let me tell you, anything that I read in his book, he knew cold off the top of his head. And he probably had 3 or 4 books in his head that he could just rattle off all kinds of facts and figures about people. Um, and I moved to another state, but we still kept in touch, by phone every once in a while. But if you have a chance to find one of his books, it's Take a Walk on the Dark Side, Rock and Roll Myths, Legends, and Curses. I really recommend it. Hey, Soul Star, I am so glad to see you. We're closing out the 2025 here. This is the last live for 2025 for the Nature Channel. Oh, thank you. Yeah, never thought I'd get to 1,000, but here it is. And I think this is around 262 as far as lives go, live streams. I think the total on that's about 262. Joyax Princess. Joyax only has about 4.5 hours left of 2025. Princess, it's so nice that you showed up today, and this just makes everything more special. All of you guys being here on this particular number. Absolutely. And I hope 2026 is better than 2025. Everybody have fun and celebrate your, particular way you want to. Whatever you do, please stay safe. We want to see you in 2026 even better than now. Yeah, I'm kind of picky that way. I like it best when everybody wins. Well, according to hot chocolate, everyone's a winner. No, the odds are against you. I think statistically, your best chance is blackjack, and the house has a 51% chance of winning. So you've only got a 49% chance. I don't understand people who, I really don't understand people who gamble as much as they do. Uh, Me and some friends won our way out to Las Vegas, and a couple of the guys in our group they started gambling, and I mean they were down day one. They were down like $2,000, and they were just dead set on winning the money back, and they just kept losing more and more money. And it's like I don't understand that mindset. I went with the mindset I'm going. I've took $25 with me, and I was going to bet that. And once the $25 is gone, if I won something, it was going in my pocket. But I was going to bet the $25, and that was it. So Las Vegas has $25 of my money, and I had fun giving it to them. It was an experience, but money's too hard to come by to throw it away like that. Yeah, I agree with you, PMC. I'd rather take a walk in the woods. Everybody knows, get me to the top of a mountain or to a waterfall. Yeah, the other people's got to do what's right for them. I just don't understand the mindset of those people who just lose so much money. They exist, they're there. I just don't understand them. Moggs, you're exactly right. It's a bad habit. I'm laughing at the tablet I got monitoring chat. Uh, YouTube was asking or suggesting that I take a break. For several decades, the only hiking shorts that I would wear is Cabela's. But then I found other places. Yep. Soul Star, for some reason, I don't know why, I did not know that you were a hiker. I should have known that. Donna, I was leaving the phone on the charger during your live, Donna, but the it just wasn't charging fast enough, so I had to leave your show. But I watched for a good while, even though I wasn't chatting. Well, I should say my phone watched. Donna's got about 2 hours and 20 minutes left of 2025. She's going to jump into 2026 very shortly. I understand. I totally understand. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. Uh, I am lucky to say that there's only been 2 times that I had a weird feeling on the trails, and both times was at the same place. Uh, First time was decades ago, like the mid 80s or something like that. And the other time was this year. Uh, but the weird feeling was different each time. One time was a cliff behind me. That was the first time. And this time it was downstream. Uh, and I mean, it would have had to been supernatural to get up because I was on top of a cliff. But it was just a weird feeling. It was just odd. The first one was I did not turn my back to that direction. That's how bad the gut feeling was. The the second time, which was this year, I just that's odd. If it can come up that cliff, I don't have a snowball's chance. PMC, I remember you mentioning you like to do write poetry. Uh, what musical group would you put in the category of being an excellent poet? Yes, Soul Star, I agree with you. Yep, yep. I agree with that one. Uh, I kind of like Martha Davis of the Motels. She can write some. She can write what would take me a paragraph to write. She can write in one sentence, and that's just amazing. I mean, amazing. And of course, I think Kansas. A lot of their songs is just poetry, and they put it to music. Oh, my worst hiking experience. Uh, I convinced a group of guys to go with me up to Grandfather Mountain, and I was carrying about 50 pounds of camera equipment and had one camera in my hands and was walking down a trail. So to get back to the car, we were going to have to walk uphill a pretty good ways. And some sand was on a rock that I stepped on. I went down and both of my knees crashed into solid rock. And the only way I was getting out is walking out. And my knees were burning. That's probably the worst case. The feeling that I got, like I said, decades ago, when I was photographing a waterfall, uh, that was the eeriest feeling because I just could not turn my back to this one direction. And I wore my knees out. Once I got to where I was able to do things, I ran and ran and ran and had pretty much wore my knees out. So they weren't in very good shape. That's why I don't run today. I just walk because the knees just won't take it. But like I always say, it's better to wear out than rust out. Wow, Moggs. Well, I'm just glad I didn't break anything. Just everything was banged up. But I mean, I've gone hiking into areas where, I mean, by myself, starting on the trail in the middle of the night. And thank goodness I've run into snakes, but I've never been snake bit. Uh, I've seen bears out in the wild, but they never got too close to me. And I think most people, humans that have bad intentions, I don't think they were on the trails at the time of day that I was on the trail. So I've been very, very lucky. I'm thinking the closest I ever got to a bear was probably about 25 yards, 25, 30 yards, something like that. Yeah, 3 foot, no, thank you. That's a hard pass. Yeah, I know. I mean, they just show up where they show up. I hope I would have the ability to maintain my calm and just go, well, hello there, buddy bear. How you doing? You walk along your way, I'll walk along my way. There's some good berries over there. Go get them. Yes, everybody that wants to share their channel, Nightbot's telling you how to do it. Yeah, if it's a black bear, they don't like loud noises. Hassan. Hello, Hassan. Yeah, I like driving the Blue Ridge Parkway. Especially in the fall when all the leaves are changing. Right now, it's fun driving up the mountain to that park I go to every week with the leaves off the trees. Get some really good distant views. Yeah, have to watch out for deer. Now, we've got a lot of deer here, don't get me wrong, but Pennsylvania is loaded with deer. Uh, when I was driving back and forth to the Boston area, a lot of times going through Pennsylvania, I'd see a dozen and then some deer by the road that had been hit. Now, I mean, I see them around here, but you know, nothing like that. And I know some people are against hunting, but I'd rather see them go quickly with a hunter than to be hit by a car and suffer, or the population get too big and not have food enough to go around. Yes, PMC. Uh, I would like to go on the trails in Maine. I would like to visit Bar Harbor. Sharon Guy, good morning. Or as they say up there, Bahaba. Sharon, I hope you got a good night's rest. I didn't know about the new job thing, Sharon. I hope the new job replaced an old job and you didn't go adding on yet another job because I know how hard you work. And when you say on the road, how far do you have to travel? Oh, okay. Yeah, the trip to Florida taught me that I just can't take sitting still for long periods of time like I used to. Well, I hope he's okay and it's just a temporary situation. Hope he didn't break anything. PMC, I hope you have a great day and stay safe. And I appreciate you being part of number 1,000. And by the way, thanks, PMC. Now I've got Patsy Cline. I go a walking playing in my head. which is not a bad thing. It's just running circles in my head. Foul. We were talking about Pennsylvania, Val, and all the big deer population up there. Oh my goodness. Well, Sharon, good on you for taking care of it. I know that's an everyday thing for Sharon, though, being good to people. Sharon Guy says, hello, Val. Yeah, like they say, timing is everything. The count just worked out for today's live to be number 1,000 in the video library for the Nature Channel. And the Music Channel has 4 videos. The Sweet 16 slash Coral Castle video is doing pretty good. I think it's getting close to 1,100 views now. It was over 1,000. Who knows? It might have gone up, might have just died out right at 1,000. Oh, and if anybody wasn't in Moggs last night, Mr. Lee was there, and he stayed for most of Moggs' show, if not all of it. And it was really good to see him. If Miss Deal had showed up, it would have been even better. I mean, the more the merrier. Moggs always has a good crowd in his show, though. Good numbers and good people. Which is why I hang out there so much. Maybe they'll pop in for a quick hello one day soon. Good morning, Stevie. Yes. Does anybody else catch the irony of Sharon Guy telling people to rest? Or is it just me? That makes me happy. We kind of want you around for a while, so a little rest is a good thing. I'll trade my cold day for your cold day. That's it, Stevie B. Sharon, it's 28 here. It would make WTF Mike happy, but that's about the only one. What? Nice cold for you, Sharon. Well, I hope you have bright sunshine because bright sunshine helps on those really cold days. I got the blinds opened up, get some of that free heat. It'll be better tonight. I don't think we're going to get down below freezing tonight. Sharon, if my arms were long enough, I'd have a pot of coffee for you and scrambled eggs or an omelet, your choice. But I don't think my arms would reach your kitchen. Phone's already ringing. That's one of the few things I can do. I'm not a big chef or cook, but buddy, I can flat out make some delicious omelets. One of my girlfriend's kids was a super picky eater. There was only a couple of foods that he would eat, but I had him eating omelets, buddy. Uh, I fixed it yesterday. I did a big pot of rice and vegetables in the pressure cooker. So I think I've got 5 meals left. when there's nobody here but me, I mean, if I cook any quantity of anything, I'm going to be having leftovers for a while. Good, Stevie B. You eat something really good and healthy for yourself. I hope this means you're feeling better. My favorite omelet to make is 2 eggs, scrambled up, of course, and the outside is done. I mean, it's dry, but the inside is still cooked but moist, and it will have American cheese and turkey sausage. Uh, I did have one, but I left it at the girlfriend's, and it ain't worth going back to get it. I have a different one now that I can kind of sort of do omelets in. The one I did have was square, and it made omelets that look nice. This one's round. It's more of the traditional look. I've been hearing reports, Sharon, that New York City and now here in North Carolina, the flu is running rampant. I don't know for a fact, but I'm going to guess Moggs has made her coffee, and he's probably working on something to for her to eat. I'm just glad that bug that was going around Sharon had in Europe, and I'm pretty sure some people we know on the West Coast had it. It starts out as like a cold, and then it moves into your tummy, and it was lasting for weeks. See, I knew he made coffee for her. I was pretty confident he made coffee for her. And that bug was lasting quite a while. But that would just be miserable first, like a bad cold, and then a stomach bug. Stevie's telling on him. We were trying to build him up, and I guess he had to have caffeine before he made yours. Yeah, I heard the same thing, Sharon. And listening to him talk about some of the things that he has cooked and likes to cook, I think he's a pretty good cook. Well, Moggs, maybe one day we can all be camping at the same place. I'll take care of breakfast and you take care of dinner. You know, 2025 was pretty good. I got to go to NASA for the first time ever. Got to go to Coral Castle for the first time ever. Got to meet Moggs and Stevie B and Jay and Janet, and Chris showed up, which was amazing. I mean, because Chris didn't know me from Adam, and he still took the time to come and come along with Stevie B and Moggs. You know, used to when people took time to do something like that, it was a good thing. But these days, so many people just want to text each other on the phone. It's rare that you get people who actually show up. Oh yeah, buddy, some potatoes and onions fried up in a skillet. Oh yes. Oh, and for people who go to Waffle House and have their hash browns, uh, grab one bite of the hash brown on a fork and put a couple of drops of ranch dressing on it and taste test it. That's the way I like to have my hash browns, crispy and a little bit of ranch. The birds are a little quiet, but they're there this morning. Thanks for hanging out, Donna. Donna's got like what, hour and 25 minutes left of 2025. Less than an hour and a half. And Tony Nasser in Australia, he's 14 hours ahead of us, so he's got about an hour and a half left, a little less than. Oh, Donna, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Donna, we wish you a happy new year. And you're welcome to join us on my music channel tonight at 11 o'clock. That'd be 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for you. Uh, you know, you're always welcome to celebrate with us. We might be a little behind you, but we'll get there. There's nothing wrong with having a quiet start to the year. Yep, 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for you. That's when I'll go live on the music channel. I think it'll be 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for you. It's going to be 11 o'clock our time here, 11 o'clock at night. Stupid YouTube asking me if I want to take a break. That's right, Sharon. Everybody that comes in the chat here is friends and family. Can't say it any better than what Sharon just said. Well, Sharon, I'm glad you're well enough off. You've got money to loan. Thanks, Stevie B. Yeah, it's mind boggling, but here we are. 1,000 videos posted on YouTube. 261 or two are live videos. And it's just a good way to close out 2025. Well, Sharon, I hope so. I want it to get better for everybody. I'm greedy that way. And next year is I turn 69 next year. So I will be in the last year of my 60s. Be knocking on the door of 70. Yes, very true. Well, I do the best I can. I mean, after being so sick as a child, I am extraordinarily lucky to be as healthy as I am. I don't have to take any medicines on a regular basis. Uh, until recently, I hadn't really had any asthma problems, but for some reason, I think it's something I ate, but we'll see. But it's like the motorcycles and some of the climbing activities on cliffs. Uh, and then the health problems. I should have been gone dozens of times over. So I am extraordinarily lucky and blessed. Stevie, that's true. In some ways it's better, and in some ways it's way worse. I think I think they said that studies have shown that just about every human being in the United States has 42 different chemicals in them that shouldn't be there. And that's just from being in the environment. Yep. Plastics, microplastics. I'm sorry. Warped sense of humor. And if you want to see some real plastic in people, look at Cher's face and Madonna's face. Yes, Sharon. It's already in quite a few foods. If you look at like some of the stews and some of the soups, if you look real close at the chunks of meat, you'll see that they look a little different than they used to. They they grow it in a test tube and then distribute it, build it, if you will, with a 3D printer. It was in the news for a second time. I think it was early this year. They they were gluing different pieces of meat together, and it was the second time that they had been caught doing this. Like you get a steak and it wasn't all one, the steak wasn't all from one piece of the cow. It was two pieces attached to one another. I mean, the stuff they were using to glue them together is supposedly edible, but still, that's some crazy stuff. I'm pretty sure we talked about it with Moggs and Stevie B. Oh yeah, you can't tell the difference in the taste when they add all the salt, pepper, and spices and everything. But if it was just the meat by itself, yeah, you could tell the difference instantly, I think. And if you look closely, you can definitely tell the difference. I mean, even those chicken nuggets, even though they're processed into the nugget shape, you still see certain uh, muscle related tissues and textures. But with that fake stuff, nah. I've had a couple of veggie burgers that were pretty good, but the only reason they were good was the spices and condiments that they put on it. Yeah, Stevie, you're exactly right. Oh, I'm excuse me. When I was driving back from Homestead and I avoided 95, I got to drive through the cattle country down there. And those fields and those cattle sure did look good. Yep. Ooh, what did it say? Because there for a long time, they were mix matching parts and pureeing it, and it was coming out of a dispenser pretty much like soft serve ice cream was coming out. It was just a pink slime. No, and 2024 and 2025. Yeah, Roger. 2024 and 2025 saw some interesting trends in mystery fires at food processing plants. Little farmers, like Sharon just said, trying to put them out of business. There's a big story about farmers that wanted to sell whole milk and they weren't allowed to do so. That might have been a couple of years ago. I'm going to have to see what's going on. The phones ring too many times now. I'm going to get a coat and cap and get out on the back porch and end this. So take about 3 or 4 minutes for everybody to say bye to each other. I might even take a nap because I know I'm going to be up late tonight. And everybody is welcome, but you know, if you got other plans, just have fun and be safe. Be safe is the most important thing. Oh, thanks all of you guys. Trust me, you guys make morning coffee just all the better. I enjoy seeing everybody, and if we don't say anything other than hello, that makes for a better day. Well, I think we just have a good time whenever we get together to chat. Well, I appreciate that. So, and when I get on the back porch, I'm going to hit the wind chime one time, so make sure it goes off at least once before the show ends. Oh, clouds are moving in. There we go. Thank y'all. I appreciate every last one of you. I hope hundreds and thousands of kind words come your way today. Y'all take care, and we will catch you next time.